Yo, it's story time!
I'm Brooke.
I'm Whitney.
I'm John, and we're here to talk to you about
Failure.
failure.
Yeah?
Ugh, failure.
Yeah.
It's a great word. It's like when somebody eats your Tootsie Roll and doesn't tell you
I did tell you. I ate it and then told you.
after I asked.
I thought you would complain about it and you chose the Starbursts.
Yeah, because they're better.
I figured that you did not want the Tootsie
That
Roll.
one of the pieces of candy was for you.
Ah!
Yeah, see, now he's going to
Gross.
complain about.
I knew that would happen. That's why I brought the whole
Yeah,
bag.
good, that
was
smart.
There's a, do you want to?
So story time is all about,
Chocolate.
as Brooke, are you serious? Lock it up, y'all. Jeez, amateurs. So,
Wow. Wow.
Oh, yeah. Yep, the whole weekend, Mr. Sassy
Woo.
Pants over here.
it wasn't the whole
No, it
weekend.
wasn't. You were-
Come on.
You were actually quite sweet, especially.
Just half, I guess. If it was just one day out of the weekend. Just
No,
half the
like I
weekend.
made her dinner like Friday night, like 3 different types of dinner.
He did. I'm.
Sunday morning I did the same thing. I mean, it was,
Okay.
yeah.
Good.
So anyway, it's about failure, and
Failure.
obviously chock full of them. No, but Brooke has been working for us for a while, and it's not trial by fire. We have a very steep learning curve. You're put right into the mix. No pun intended, while you're doing your training, and while you're not in charge of everything during that mix, a lot of weight is put on you. From the very, very beginning.
Right.
So that being said, if something bad happens, despite the fact that you're not in charge of it, you could be responsible. And at a
Sure.
certain point, you have to, do this.
Take responsibility, yeah.
So, why don't you take it from there, Brooke? Why don't you tell us what happened? Thank you, my love.
Sure.
I'll eat my banana Laffy Taffy.
Okay.
Oh,
Poor bear,
really?
should we go with that one?
No,
No.
it's the beams.
See, I don't know what happened.
The
That's,
C
that's the whole thing.
Yeah.
Does it matter?
So I had weighed up mixes and we did a mix, and John and Whitney were testing them, and the strengths were
Oh,
off.
God,
I felt
I
like there was
cannot.
just something. Lock it up. Just something, something very wrong. So with
It
that,
was 2 mixes.
Was it two mixes? Okay.
It was 2 mixes.
And these were
because we
mixed.
did
We
the
kept
mixes,
doing the break.
and you guys were doing the breaks,
We were doing
right?
the breaks because we had these. It was C1012, so we were evaluating
When
an
to make
ASCM, and then we were evaluating it against some fly ashes. And our really crappy fly ash was performing better than the ASCM, which was just
Didn't
so.
make sense.
It made
Yeah.
no sense at all.
2 mixes.
So 2 mixes, yeah.
So we redid it because
Right.
they said something we don't,
Yeah.
are you sure things
So-
were correct? I thought they were, obviously, or I wouldn't
Oh
have.
my gosh, I
wouldn't
cannot.
have, we wouldn't have mixed it up, but we redid it.
Right.
And things
And it
were
went great.
double checked.
Yep.
Double checked after I weighed them up.
Right,
You guys
yeah.
checked them then.
But I think what if we could take a step time out and rewind just a little bit, realizing and accepting the fact that the strengths weren't there,
Yeah.
and we're gonna have to redo the mixes. That was a tough moment.
Yeah, I mean, because the C1012, like a lot goes into it. Like you have to make like 30 cubes. Like it's ridiculous. It's like 30 cubes, and then it's 6 beams. So it's just a lot. And then ripping and stripping the beams
Yeah.
is a lot.
Cleaning, yeah.
Clean, like it's not just a quick mortar mix and
Redo.
you're doing compression. Like it's a bit of an ordeal.
And we couldn't put it back on our client.
Right. Which is always, you can't when you mess up, but that's always kind of a frustrating thing
Extra
to be
kick.
like, yeah, totally.
Not only losing the time, but the.
Right.
Yeah.
How do you not like this?
I cannot. I have.
The banana?
You like the banana like twin
Is it-
pops too, don't you? Like
what is a twin pop?
the no frills popsicles.
No.
They smell just like that.
No, I don't like. That's disgusting.
Really?
Yeah. but
Like
this
the
is-
I feel like you would like the root beer.
Are you gonna tell me if I post that?
Oh, that's. I might.
I
No,
look
it's okay.
terrible.
That's nice.
Wow.
That's fun. No, it's just goofy.
It's fun.
It's
Oh my
goofy.
gosh.
What's the joke? The Laffy Taffy joke? Real a quick.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
That's like the best part of the
It is
Laffy
the
Taffy.
There is no
John.
joke.
Yes, there is.
No, there isn't.
Laffy Taffy.
Oh, I've never even.
They
Oh my
normally do.
goodness, guys!
I don't
and
know if
everyone
it's on
watching,
I know. I
here's
thought
what
it
is. No,
no,
it's
do
right
they
here,
have it on here?
right here.
Oh.
Yeah, so we'll just go with this one. Who was responsible for the lake's disarray? Oh my gosh, cut that. I can't read.
I have no
And then
idea.
it's underneath the flap.
Anyway,
The
delicious
lock
though.
mess month. That was cute. That was, of course,
Anyway.
I have a big word.
So we've got
Dang it.
Disarray, damn.
lock it up. You two.
Sorry.
Story time.
Lock it up.
You ate the Laffy Taffy.
That's
So,
true. And freaking banana, that's just the grossest thing ever. Go ahead, sorry.
I love you.
The banana.
So,
the lesson learned was
Don't eat
Sometime-
banana Laffy Taffy.
Don't eat banana Laffy Taffy. The lesson learned was sometimes you have to make those hard calls.
Totally.
Yeah.
And we've had to make a bunch of them over the years. And you just, I think, try to recognize the problem as quickly as possible and recover and,
I think it was
Move
the weighing
forward.
up of the water. Because we did
Yep.
do an analysis of, okay, where did it go wrong?
and then you guys looked at the new strengths obviously
Right.
compared to what
right.
Right? Everything lined up.
One thing that I appreciate about you guys is whenever there's something in question, they're like, "Yep, redo it. Let's just redo it, and we can look at reevaluate the numbers." And they so they're quick to make sure things are correct and without like making me feel like a total jerk. They're like, mistakes happen, but we don't feel like this is right. We're gonna redo it.
Whitney and I always wanted to hire people who were going to beat themselves up more than we can beat them up. Everybody in this room, Haley just raised her hand.
We're all very hard on ourselves. And
Very. So, I mean, it makes it easier if you're going to do it.
Well,
you don't
the
have
other
to.
thing is too,
I could
it's
be the
just
supportive one.
the way you approach it. Like you're not just like, well, I don't know. You're not a jerk about it. Like and I feel like all of our employees are like, yeah, I messed up. What can we do to like take care of this?
Not
And
all of our past employees were like
not at all. But that's why I think it's so easy for us to like, okay, great, this is a mess up. Let's fix it and
Yeah.
move past it. So
Right, and hey, listen, it's been hard for us in the past to get past it. You
Sure.
get into this, and I recently just did get into this failure, woe is me. So the biggest thing that we like to get out of these failures, as you called it, making a full circle here, is get the lesson.
right.
Yeah.
Whatever money we're losing, let that be the expense of the lesson. The greater the expense, the greater the lesson, and burn that into your cerebral cortex.
Right.
Like,
That's-
we
That's a
want.
pricey one, huh?
Well, we won't get upset the first or second time, right? Maybe the second time. And if there's a third time, sure as shit. Like, see you later, navigator. Like, at a certain point, you have to say, like, maybe you're meant to bake cakes. Maybe you're meant to, throw knives. There might be something greater out there than working in the lab. David and I had left, Leslie and I were doing some moving of things around last week, and I left a stack of things on David's desk. And there was this one laminated blueprint of the C-156 by one of our former employees. And I showed it to David, and he's looking at it. He goes, "What am I looking at?" And whoever that employee was signed their
Right,
name.
right.
And as soon as David saw it, he started laughing and
Right.
cracking up. Because that one employee just had different skill sets than what we needed
Right.
to get that recurring. All of us in this room are cut from the same fabric, the same type of person. And just one of those ways is when something does go wrong, like I think about it and overthink. And
Right.
so
We all
the,
do. Yeah.
So the lesson is there.
Yeah.
The lesson is there.
Cool.
Good story time?
Yeah.
You want to wrap it up for us, Brooke?
No?
I liked it.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, ring the bell for notifications. Go Concrete!
Be an asshole!